Yo, welcome to TOP TV. I'm your host, Tef.
Hypnotic.
And today, what we're going to talk about, I know it's kind of late on this, but we wanted to talk about it. We just didn't figure out how to get our stuff together so we can do these videos.
This is 12
But
today, so we've done 12 videos today. That's
we
pretty
did
good.
finally, me and you are doing something productive with our lives, I guess you can say. We're finally
Sure.
getting productive. Uh, so there was no rap songs in the top 40 of Billboard Hot 100 for the first time since 1990, and this was in October, and I think October to November or something like that. No top 40 hip hop songs.
To me, it's there's two conversations in this. One is I've had people hit me up saying if you pay this amount of money or do these strategies, you'll get on Billboard. Does that mean I'm dope? I don't know. We got on Billboard because we sold a ton of albums, but we hit the streets really hard and sold CDs one to one. And some of those people knew us and some didn't. So I
Well, we
think,
actually didn't sell CDs. We sold
I,
iTunes.
yeah, we did it hard way. We didn't even have a hard product. We were Yeah, but that's how we hit Billboard. So it was in that and 50 other different things and shows and yada yada. But I think we are in a different time. I think the statement is bigger than the truth. It's like artists are still selling out, like they're selling out bigger shows. Rappers are selling out bigger shows than they did back then. Rap is like the new rock, right?
Yeah, I feel
Now,
like
is the music better? That's debative. Depends how old of the person you ask, right? Like if you ask me, I'm like, it's not as good as it used to be. But NBA YoungBoy or some of these younger artists, Playboy Cardi's or Travis Scott's, they're selling out way bigger venues than Tupac did, and Tupac is my favorite. You know what I mean? You will never change my mind that he's not a legend over them, but it's debative depending on the age of the person you ask, you know?
And I feel like, see, I guess I can kind of feel like the bitter old guy at some points because the way I kind of see it, the difference in the music, like I feel like you had more variety earlier in the rap world. Like a lot of the top artists are very similar right now. Like it's the drug talk, it's the gangster talk, it's all that. Like and you don't get all the emotions with everything. So then, like like back when I guess I can say when I was super young and you had the TIs and the Lil Waynes and stuff like that. It's like when you have all these dudes that have different styles of music, like you can get like from Ti, I can get the you can have whatever you like. I can get the singing, but then I also can get the trap back jumping and all that stuff, and I can get all those forms of music. You had more of a chance of crossover to where you have more of a chance of getting on Billboard because more people listening. Now it's almost like a dude who makes music. Um, they're very closed into their style, and it's like something that's more. It could be a lot of people that like it, but it's niche to those type of people. Like so, even if you take a young boy and he's dope, but when they say YNs like him, no one says I don't see that many like let's just say um girls and boys on like in like Highlands Ranch, Colorado listening to Young Boy. But then back in the day, I could at least be in Highlands Ranch and I'm gonna hear T.I.'s You Can Have Whatever You Like. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna hear those songs over there. I might not hear his other tracks, but I'm gonna hear some of his songs over there. And I feel like between that and the gist of the one thing which people are gonna hate me for saying this, but they've almost made rap a singing genre. And when you say it's a sing, like when everybody sings, like everybody that's popping is almost singing, and barely anybody's rapping, then the comparative to what my ear wants to hear is going to be like, why don't I just go listen to the real singer? And that's to me, that's just what happens. Like to my ear, it goes like if you're going to sing all these tracks, now I get a couple songs, like you might do a little something and sing a little something, and it's cool because it's like a rapper singing and stuff like that. But when every song is almost singing, why wouldn't I just might as well listen to the actual singer sing? You see what I'm saying? So I think that takes away
Good point.
from how many people actually listen to it because some people would just be like, I'll just listen to the singer. Like if I'm not a diehard fan of yours, I might as well just listen to a singer. So then that's going to take away some of these views. It's going to get you to that Billboard status. You know what I'm saying? So it's like no one's just rapping. You see what I'm saying? So it's like that was something that made it different because a rocker doesn't rap, a country artist doesn't rap, an R&B singer doesn't rap. So then when you rapped, you were actually different. Now when you're singing and doing tons of these melodies, you're the same as the other people. So then now your comparative is all the good melody makers.
But maybe the rap, because like who I can think of offhand who's been on billboards the most that raps is Eminem. I'm sure he's crushed billboards the longest. Kendrick now, or has he always been on them?
Billboards lately a lot. He was on there for like a long time. I think he now has the longest time on there. But it's like you have rappers, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them have been on there. Tupac, LL Cool J, Outkast, like all these dudes. These are like some of these dudes are dying. Like Nelly. I think Nelly. Well, he's a singer, kind of like. So he was the one who was like that. You can then you can take Outkast, you can say Tupac, you can say.
But which Outkast song was? I'd almost want to look that up because thinking about it, I'm like maybe a lot of the songs with singing are the ones that hit the Billboard.
But
maybe
Outkast has that whole album is Diamond.
Okay, yeah.
When we take like Diamond albums and we say stuff like MC Hammer, I think Hammer has MC Hammer has a Diamond album. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of these people were on Billboard. Ja Rule was on Billboard. He did have singing with him, but 50 Cent was on Billboard. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Jay-Z's been on Billboard. Like tons of these dudes have been on Billboard. Ludacris. You know what I'm saying? Like to keep these numbers up. But then because they're rapping, it makes it easier to separate what to me, because they're rapping, that made the differentiation fully. Because if I'm like, we did those reactions to some of those videos that's like that I guess you can kind of say like depressing kind of rock music. If I'm gonna listen to like depressing rap music and you're singing, I might as well listen to Nirvana.
Yeah.
To me personally, that's just what that is. I might as well listen to that because Nirvana's gonna have the whole band playing and they're gonna have like more of like vocal coaching to me. But like that's, you know what I'm saying? Like it clearly is something because once again, it hasn't happened since the 1990s. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it clearly is something. So people can be mad about it and be like, yo, it has nothing to do with the actual music. No, it's clearly something wrong.
I mean, rap came from street sermons and
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean, clever wordplay, and now it's melodies. You know what I mean? So
which melodies is everything in singing, like
it's
every
not
single.
dying. I don't think it's dying. I just think it's changing. But those who love rap will find rap. You know what I mean? And no one who loves rap has ever been like, I went to the billboards to figure out who listen. It's like
now that's
it's not for everybody. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
also true. No one is going to care about the billboards. And then yes, as things become money wise, then like you see that you can pay for everything in this industry, which makes it so that it's not as prestigious as it once was.
yeah, it's underground, right? Like even back in the days, you got the blues and the soul. Some of that stuff, some of the best music in the world is underground, and it's better underground because once the whole world knows about it, they commercialize it and they make it fake. And like we were saying, like if you have something to say it. If you have someone else say it for you and you just are the one delivering it, you're not going to get it right. Look at Kanye West. I don't think he's writing all this stuff now. He had Dave Blunt's write his whole album, and it's like I ain't even heard the album. I don't even care. I hear the headlines about the Hitler or this or that, but like I think music needs to be written by the person who feels it. That way you get that emotion, because that emotion is what makes it right. You can go on Suno or ChatGPT or have 10 writers in the room, but if you're a real artist, you gotta dig into your soul and deliver it. You know what I mean? Or at least be a majority part of that.
Our next video definitely needs to be about Suno, and between Suno and the AI stuff, we definitely need to talk about that because that's crazy in its own. But inside that, yes, I always feel like when you have a writer, whether even if you're just singing from the writer, but you know the writer is the person that's feeling it, they're going to build that feeling into it. Or if you're the writer and the singer at the same time, then you're going to build that feeling because it's you know what I'm saying, as you're writing it. So it's like I think all this, like everybody else writing that also has messed with hip hop a lot, because they got like 80 dudes writing, and they're just trying to make the best jingle versus make the feeling
Yeah.
of the song. And so it's like jingle making. Like I even like even when we talked about like the multiple hooks, it's like people are starting to write them like jingles. Like, and it's like jingles are jingles, you know what I'm saying? And they're for the little pop audience and stuff like that. And then the rappers are starting to make jingles with four hooks. Like it's just four hooks all through the song just because they're trying to make, and that tells you it's just because it's just about the money. But that takes me away from it. And I think that is like actually showing in numbers in some circumstances because it's just a bunch of jingles. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, so it's like I want to hear the jingles from the people who make those catchy songs. It's like that because that's what I expect from them. But if I'm listening to somebody that I'm trying to be like, yo, this is my favorite rapper or whatever like that, then I want to hear more from it. That's just me.
Well, I think with all that being said, if you're still listening, go
Yeah.
to the concert app, download it for free, create your free profile, start performing by as soon as next week. You can open, headline, or tour and start making music a day job. This is your boy Hypnotic.
And this has been TOP TV, and I am King Tef.
Peace.